Damas y caballeros, ladies and gentlemen, bienvenidos al show. Vida en cero gravity. Life in zero gravity. Tú sabes las. You know the vibes by now. Ooh, look at these teeth. Shining on you hoes. Man, don't call that a bad word, YouTube. That ain't a bad word. Shining on you farming tools. You feel me? Anyway, Bigg Zero. Cerro Grande. Never said that before, I don't think. That's the first. All the episodes I've done, I don't think I've referred to myself as Cerro Grande. La cerveza más fina. I'm just playing. I'm just stringing together. That's what I think I want to do that voice. La cerveza más fina. That fucking like Corona. Oh man, I just dropped it. No, I didn't say that for YouTube. That's not what that was. Anyway, I'm still not used to the YouTube format, even though this is what the 76th episode on YouTube, which is pretty crazy, a little weird actually. But yeah, I think we're up to 76 now. That's insane. I want to get ahead of this. Because I've been behind for so long, where like I really have just fallen off production wise on making these episodes. So I'm working on that. Working on getting better. That's all we can do. Believe it or not, I am more prepared than I've been in a little. I prepare, but I feel like my preparation has just not been very good. So it's not that I don't prepare. I do prepare, but I'm still unprepared. So it's been a wild road. I'm sorry about last week's episode. I will spend this whole episode apologizing for last week's episode. That's the plan. So if that sounds fun for you, keep tuning in. And if not, then yeah, I'm gonna do it anyway. No, I'm not gonna do that. I almost felt like it. I was let down with myself last week. Just like, why does this episode suck this much? Why did you do this? I don't ever want that to happen again. It's just terrible. It's just one of the worst. It might be the worst episode I've made. I'm not sure, but I was falling asleep all over the place. I think y'all could tell if you saw it that I was falling asleep. I was tired. It was a stupid idea to try to make that episode. I mean, but I wanted to keep the streak alive. I have not missed an episode. These come out every Monday. I think that came out at like 11:30 p.m. on Monday, but hey, I haven't missed a Monday. This is going to be late too. I'm recording this on Monday. This is going down right now, Monday night, in fact. So I want to get ahead of this. I want to put a few in the can and go from there. Okay. So, yeah. I apologize for last week. This is going to be a better episode. I can guarantee that. Unless I start falling asleep again. And then in that case, what are you going to do? Sue me for your free entertainment? Anyway, it's fine to see people mad at this new Eminem song. Like, they're mad. They turn it into a whole thing. I guess Eminem now has just outraged like multiple generations at this point. That's what he does. That's how he sells his music. He outrages people. So people are mad at this time. I don't remember the exact line, but he said if he asked Meg, would he have a shot at a feat? Talking about Megan the Stallion shot at a feet, but she got shot in the foot, you know, shot at her feet, if you pronounce it a certain way, shot at a feet. So yeah, people are mad about that, and they're taking it to kind of ridiculous levels. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen a lot of like, oh, this is making a mockery of violence against black women. Violence against black women isn't being taken seriously, and all this stuff. And it's like, I don't think that's what this is. It's just wordplay. Eminem has done this all the time. Like, I was thinking about it. I'm like, he spent like a bunch of lines on, I know on Encore, he was making fun of Christopher Reeve a lot for being in a wheelchair. And it's like, what was that? Like, that's what he does. He finds it funny. He has a dark sense of humor. He makes these jokes. I mean, I haven't, as far as I know, Meg hasn't said anything about it. So I'm kind of like, should we? Sometimes I wonder, like, should we be getting outraged for these people? Like, if they ain't mad, who cares? Like, if she doesn't care, why should we care? Why should we be mad that he said it when it's obviously not serious. He also said, like, he said F his kids in the same song. Like, I don't think he's serious, you know, he's just playing around. But y'all take it so seriously. Yeah, there's a part where he says F my kids too, they're brads. So it's just like he's just going off. And then they're in the video, you know, because obviously he is kidding. Like, it's not, he doesn't really hate his kids. So yeah, it was just silly. I don't know, man. I don't know. But the song is not bad. I don't know exactly how I feel about it because it is kind of a rehash of what's it called, Without Me. But I thought it was cool for what it was. You know, the video is great and actually one of the best videos I've seen in a while. So I think if people watch the video, they would probably like this. I know the song had like a massive streaming day, like one of the biggest streaming days of the year. So I think it was like 7 or 8 million or something, which is a lot for a day, you know, streaming wise. So pretty impressive, you know. And you got people talking. I've seen all types of posts about like how, oh, this 60-year-old white man's really talking about a young black woman and like, why do we allow this in hip hop and all this? But you know what? It got people talking. That's what people are talking about. No, he's not 60. They're exaggerating, but you know, people get mad. They get in their feels. It's interesting because like I don't listen to a lot of Eminem. He's not on my playlist a lot. Like I'm not somebody who feels the need to defend him all the time. I don't do that with any artist, really. You know, I don't feel the need to defend them. The only person I might defend is myself, but even then, I don't really care like what you think of my music, so I'm not gonna be defending myself. Like, oh, you thought this was whack? Well, actually, it's not. It's like it's all good, you know. From my experience, we just got different tastes. Like the stuff you like is different than the stuff I like, and that's okay. Doesn't really make either of us right, except you're wrong. So I'm just like, oh yeah. I don't know. It was interesting to say the least. I guess that's what he tries to do though. He gets people talking. You know, Eminem has always gotten people talking, burning his albums and all that. I remember going. I was a kid going to actually New Jack's church, and the pastor was talking about how evil Eminem was and all this stuff and all that. It was like one of those like mega church type things. Man, sorry about that. It was one of these mega church type things, like Cavalry, I believe it was. It was one of those, like a giant area, you know, and like they're talking about how evil Eminem is or whatever, like is bad and all that. And I was just like, I mean, I don't know. I guess I kind of, even at a young age, was like, well, it's for entertainment, you know, it's like, and he actually does make a lot of relevant social commentary too, you know, so I'm curious to see how his new album is. I was actually looking at his discography. He has a reputation of having like a bad discography. Actually, looking at it, it was like okay, like encore from a content standpoint, kind of sucks. But the beats are still really good on that album, and like the rapping he just sounds like he doesn't have anything to say. You know what I mean? But it doesn't sound. It's not like awful. I guess but in a way, it definitely was kind of a lackluster album. You know, like it had the potential to be something, but it's just like it's weird because it's professionally executed, but it's just missing something. And I actually thought Relapse was fire. I didn't. You know, a lot of people don't like it. I didn't like the accents bothered me too, but I mean, I liked that better than Encore because like he sounded more inspired and like it sounded better, you know. And then Recovery, that was I think pretty good too, you know. Like nobody really likes Relapse, but even Relapse I think is even a little bit overhated because there were some tracks on there that were cool, you know, like there were definitely some I didn't like, and like the whole him like doing this with the American flag. It's a bad cover. It's an ugly cover. But overall, I think that album is a little bit overhated. How people were saying it was like one of the worst albums and all this stuff. It's like, yeah, it's not a good album, but it's not. I don't think it's offensively bad. You know what I mean? And again, I'm not like I don't listen to a lot of Eminem. Like I don't listen to him often. But when I was really looking at it, I was like, this is actually a lot more solid of a discography than I think maybe he gets credit for. Because like Marshall Mathers LP2 is that's pretty good. A lot of people really like that album. I thought it was pretty good. Like there's definitely tracks on there I didn't like. What's weird is actually I listened to because somebody this week said that that Kendrick buried him on their collab Love Game. I was like, I don't even remember that being that type of track. Like Kendrick just outdid him so hard that like he looked trash or whatever, and like I went and listened to it. And for one, it's not that type of track where they're just like trying to go off with bars. It's like a concept track, you know, talking about love in like a wacky, goofy way. And like I didn't think Kendrick washed him at all. I thought that was such a weird statement. It's like honestly looking at it, they hung I think they complimented each other well. I couldn't really tell you who did better. Didn't really I didn't think it was that type of track, you know, and like they both sounded comfortable on there. Like, I don't know. It sounded fine to me. It didn't I just thought it was weird that that was like some of these Kendrick fans, man. Like I'm a Kendrick fan. Some of them are just going above and beyond. We're gonna get to that later, but like, listen to that track. I was just like, he didn't wash him. I don't know what y'all heard, but like, I don't know. He did. He had more inflections. Maybe is that that's probably how Kendrick fans like rate music. Like, well, what were his inflections like? And stuff. The vocal inflections. That's like what they value above anything. I think just funny. But yeah, and then Kamikaze I thought was pretty good. Music to Be Murdered By was pretty good. Like I don't there's not a lot that's like really bad. It's pretty much just encore and revival. Everything else is like at least like decent, you know. So I don't know. I think his discography is overhated by some. That's what I would say. But I don't think he's had a classic album since like the Eminem show, so there is that. But then again, like if you think about it, most of the time, if rappers are around for a while, they start to fall off, and like they don't usually have like a late career classic. I think Nas did that with King's Disease. You know, a couple of those might even be classics, but that doesn't usually happen. And who knows? Maybe Eminem can pull one out. Um, if this was one of the best songs on there, then no, he can't pull one out. But the new what is it, Houdini? If Houdini's one of the best songs on there, that's not gonna be a classic album. But if that's like one of the worst songs, it might be able to be a classic album. It might be able to be. That's a dumb way to say that. It might be able to be. But yeah, we'll see about that. I'm realizing that I relate more to Gen Z. Like millennials are pretty lame, even though I fall into the millennial category. I'm almost Gen Z. And I don't know, millennials just seem a lot more out of touch. Weirdly, even though they're not that much older than Gen Z, they're like I have a brother that's Gen Z. You know what I mean? I'm millennial. He's Gen Z. You know, my daughter's Gen Alpha. I actually thought they were the same generation, but I found out that they're not. So she's Gen Alpha. You know, and it's interesting. Like I don't think it's funny because she says I was born in the wrong generation, stuff like that. I'm like, bro, no one even knows what your generation is gonna be yet. Like nobody knows that. This is sugar-free mineral water. I'm trying to cut sugar, so that's like the one problem that I have in my diet is I eat too much sugar. So I'm working on that. This is a way to kind of wean myself off of it because there's like no sugar in this. It's weird too because I didn't always have sugar. Been a recent thing. It's been kind of like a comfort food. Mostly, and not even eating sugar, drinking sugar, sugary coffee drinks. sugary energy drinks, or more specifically, no sugar energy drinks, which are probably not any better for you at all. I feel like the stuff was just making me bloated because, like, you could feel like I have abs, but it's like underneath. It's underneath the fat. No, it's like it feels like when you have too much sugar, your organs get like bloated, like with fat and stuff like that. So I think that's what is happening because it's weird. It'll be like my stomach feels like hard, but there is like it feels like there's some parts that are puffed out, that yeah. I mean it's a normal stomach. That makes it sound like so weird. It's basically just like I should look fitter than I look, even though I am very fit at this point. Like the look of it is just like it looks too plain. Like I should probably have a six pack at this point. And instead I have like I do have some abs, but it's not like a clean like 6 or 8 pack. It's just like the ones at the top more. You know how that happens? And then the lower ones need some work is basically what it is. So yeah, I'm working on that. But yeah. I'm an optimist though. I think things get better and better over time. And I am Gen Z. I am Gen Z. I'm Z. This is Gen Z. I run this generation, you weak mother. Oh, past the time. You weak motherfuckers. I run this generation. I run it. But I'm optimist. I think each generation is getting like more tolerant and understanding. So I give Zoomers credit for that. They can be annoying sometimes, I know. Like currently with they're mad about Eminem and all that, and it's like, all right. Or like that was just unnecessary. Like they were mad about the Drake and Kendrick beef. They thought it went too far. And it's like, it's a battle, bro. I don't think if you're mad, don't be mad at Kendrick, right? He gave this man warnings like, hey, don't do this. If you do this, I'm gonna have to destroy you. Like, keep it friendly. Then dumbass said, "Ooh, I was really trying to keep it PG." Like, and then you just try to destroy the man's family. Like, why'd you do it? You could have had it so much easier, but you chose to like wake up the dragon. Like, you idiot. Why? Why did you think that would be a good idea? Why did you think like I know I don't write my rhymes, but I'm still gonna win this battle. Like I'm gonna win just because I have more fans, and if I make up lies about them and people believe it, then they'll say I won because I humiliated them. And it's like, man, it didn't work. People don't believe your lies. Now you're caught up, and your image is taking a hit, and there's nothing you can really do other than like some crazy narcissistic thing talking about we fed you information, and then you have to retract that statement. He's been eerily silent. I think some street dudes got to Aubrey and told him like, "Hey, you keep messing around, you were gonna die, sir. Like, you don't want this. You don't want this problem. Like, stop making up lies. You're trying to ruin people's lives for the sake of your own ego, because your ego's bruised now. You got exposed. You look like an idiot. You look soft. You look like a creepy pedophile weirdo. So you want to try to drag other people down with you. Nah, dog, you got to hold that L, Aubrey. Got to hold that L, you despicable person. I don't think y'all saw that. Like, y'all didn't really understand. Like, if this man just made all this up, what a shitty thing to do just to win a beef. You know what I mean? I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, though. Got stuff to talk about. No, it's been fun. I really have reveled in it, and I hate that guy's guts, so I enjoy watching his downfall, and I hope that he falls further. He deserves it. He's a blight on hip hop. He's a plague, and just everything that's wrong with the music industry. And I hate everything he stands for, and I hope that this is the end. I really want to watch him fall. I want it to be a slow, painful death. You know what I mean? I just want to watch like it crumble. I just want to enjoy it, and just be so nice because he represents all those assholes in high school that were annoying as fuck that didn't know anything about hip hop that always like try to insult you and act like they were better than you. You know. just represents a lot. It's deeper than that. But anyway. Yeah, like I said, I am an optimist, so things get better over time, slower than we want them to, but they do get better. So there's that. It's funny to go back to the script after like totally not being optimistic. Or no, maybe I was though, honestly. I think I actually kind of was. I'm happy now that we're watching the downfall of Aubrey, and I hope he falls further. That's the optimist in me. Some of y'all are sad. I'm just like, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this thoroughly. But yeah. So I got into an accident this week. My car is just becoming an accident magnet. I swear. I've had like so many accidents in that car, and like they're not my fault. It's like people hitting me, and I know if New Jack hears this, he's gonna say like, "What are you doing wrong for this to keep happening?" Like, no, I got rear-ended by some guy. Pause. I got rear-ended. Happy Pride. Oh man, happy Pride to y'all out there. I hope you do get rear-ended by the guy of your dreams. All my gays out there. But yeah, um, I got into a fender bender collision. Not a gender bender, but a fender bender collision. Happy Pride. Collision. And the guy, I hope he didn't say that. I hope he was smart enough not to say this, right? But he told me he was falling asleep. I hope he didn't tell the insurance that. Don't tell the insurance you're falling asleep. If anything comes of it, you just never know what that's going to lead to. Just tell them that you just like messed up, your foot slipped, whatever, Don't tell them that you were falling asleep. It's a bad idea. You're just going to get in more trouble, you know. So hopefully, he didn't say that for his own sake. I didn't tell him. I didn't tell him that he said that. It wasn't really necessary to tell him, I guess, but I didn't tell him. So hopefully he didn't snitch on himself. Oh no, the tiredness is setting in. I hope he didn't sleep. I hope he didn't snitch on himself. I hope he didn't sleep. It's sad because I was already preparing for this guy to like do a hit and run. I was preparing to chase him down, because I just felt like that happens pretty often. Luckily, he did pull over. I pulled over, he pulled over. And I was really just thrown off. And it was like a younger guy. He was like 20 or something. He was young, so that sucks for him. It's gonna like fuck his rates up, I'm sure. But you got to be careful out there. Don't drive if you're that tired. It's sad though, because like I've had a lot of hit and runs, over time. Some cholo hit and ran me in the lowrider. You can't make that up. Then he got out, was like, I fixed, fool. No, he didn't actually do that. He drove away. He hit and ran me. I guess I'm lucky that he didn't have it. He didn't have the hydraulics boosting up the car, because if I would have got hit by like another part of the car, that would have done more damage. So I guess there's at least that. But no, for real, it was like, wow. Like, no honor? That's shameful, sir. But we caught you though. I thought I was gonna have to chase this guy down for a second. It's just like, please no. I don't have to do that. So far, only one person has gotten away with a hit and run on me. It cost me over $1,000. It's just ridiculous. Like, I have insurance, so that was covered. But the rental car, I had to rent a car for like a month, which is annoying because it's like whenever you're on their dime, the accidents magically seem to get repaired fast. But as soon as you're the one paying for it, oh, it's gonna take us a month to get this done. You know, And it added up to a lot. It was crazy. $1,000. Wow. So yeah, I don't know. It was like it was a really smart move though on my part to get the rental coverage. I didn't have it at that time, so now I can actually use my rental coverage when I get in an accident. Don't talk. Oh Lord. But no, now I can actually use it, so it's nice to not have to worry about it. The Jastro Jalicorn is here. You may remember her. She used to join me on this show many years ago.
I haven't joined you for like the past 2 podcasts.
Yeah, so she used to be part of it, but she doesn't like it anymore. She said she especially hates the fans.
What?
And
you said that you would do it without me. You're like, oh, okay, I guess I'll do it. I'll do it by myself then.
Yeah.
You didn't even give me time to explain.
She said that she hates the fans.
What?
And
no, I hate
and
you.
that's what made her stop. She's just like, I can't do this anymore, Dad.
I did not say anything.
Actually, she calls me Daddy, so she said, I can't do this anymore, Daddy. These fans are so annoying.
I didn't say anything.
I don't even know how you have fans, but your fans are annoying. Don't do that.
Because of Gen Alpha.
Gen Alpha.
I'm about to end the podcast.
You are?
I didn't say any of that, guys.
Yeah, she did. She said she hates you. I told her, like, whoa, that's way too harsh, guys.
I didn't say anything.
What did they do?
Right.
Good night. Alright, she left. Now we can talk about how trash she is. No, just kidding. But yeah, I didn't expect her to come in. I don't know, she wanted to talk to her friends the last few weeks, which is fine. But it's a little annoying when she says she's gonna do the show and then like doesn't end up doing it because she's talking to her friends or something. It's like, that's fine, but don't say that because I prepare for this. So if I just wrote like 20 questions for you and then you disappear and then I'm like, well, now what do? I guess fall asleep. I guess that's what I do now. That's my new role on this show is just fall asleep. I guess I could do that if you really want. So yeah, it's been funny. Yeah. I don't know. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, that was one of the smartest moves I met though. It has come in clutch, like having the rental insurance, and then also if you have roadside assistance, you know how clutch that is. If you don't have roadside assistance, you should get some, but shop around, for both those really, because they will try to rip you off. So be aware. Be a man, Hulk. Be a man, Hulk. As Macho Man said to Hulk Hogan back in the day. Be a man, Hulk. But yeah, Macho Man Randy Savage. So yeah, I would recommend get roadside assistance, get all that. It's worth it. Don't play yourself out there. Get the roadside assistance for all your travel needs. All right, new angle. New angle now, big dogs. I was doing different angles, keeping the people entertained. What more could you ask for? So yeah, I swear people are getting worse and worse at driving. I have to like avoid so many accidents, and it's crazy. People swerving lanes and all that. I want to just blame it on the phones because I think that's what it is. Like everybody just being on their phones. I think people are just distracted that way. So that's what it feels like to me. I could be wrong, but that's what it seems like. So yeah. But I don't know. I don't get it. People like witness me avoid these accidents and they give me props. Like some guys were like they give me the thumbs up and they're clapping. It's like it's getting so bad out there. You have to avoid these accidents, and meanwhile, these cops are pulling people over for stupid reasons. You know, just doesn't make any sense in that sense. And then like I don't know, people have witnessed that, and it's wild, like that they can witness it and react in that motion. You know, I'm pretty impressed by that, honestly. So that's cool. But I'm trying to do better. Yeah. Trump was found guilty on 34 charges. 34? 34? 34? That's so many. Like, I somehow I feel like it is funny. I know he's stressed right now. I know he's stressed. I'm sure he ate some terrible food and died, you know. But it's funny how the lock her up people have been silent about that. Like, it's all lock her up. This man gets convicted of felonies and it's all fake news. It's all like, oh, there was a Democratic judge or whatever. The judge was a Democrat, whatever. Like, it's just ridiculous. I don't know if it was always like this and we just weren't fully aware or what, but it definitely has changed the last few years, most definitely. So, yeah. I don't know if Trump is going to make it. I don't know. Tough to say. It is funny that the locker up people. Was our. Yeah. Lock her up. Lock him up. But we already seen. I don't know. We need like a. We need some type of referendum or something. Something needs to go differently. I'll say that. It is funny, like Trump honestly might not see any jail time. The laws are just different for rich people. Like how many rich people go to jail and serve sentences that poor people would get? Oh no. This is turning into last week. Let's get it together, people. Stay strong. Let's stay strong. I gotta do better, man. I really gotta do better. Oh man. You might not think it's just, and the laws are different for rich people for sure. Like we need a crackdown. Things have gotten way too long-sighted. But I'll come together. He really might destroy the country if he wins again. Honestly, so I feel like he's gonna get rid of term limits and he's gonna come up with all these other crazy laws like that would really just put the nail in the coffin of the country. But I say, you know what? I enjoy the chaos. Let's just let it happen. I don't even care anymore. They're gonna do it no matter what, right? They're just gonna force this on us, so we might as well accept it. Might as well stay ahead of the curve, right? That's all we gotta do. Oh man, it's tough. It is tough. I'll say that. Just everything's like more complicated than it used to be, that's life that happens over time. Things get less complicated, things get more complicated. It's always new inventions, new things to discover. Yeah, it's an interesting time. So, yeah, I mean, what do you think? You think Trump's gonna get any jail time? I don't think so. Like if I had to bet, but you never know. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but it just feels like anytime that's even possible with these figures like this, it doesn't happen. What kind of damage would that do? You got a former president who went to prison. Like that would be just like one of the worst things that could happen. So we'll see what the actual idea is. See, yeah, we don't know what to make of this. I don't know. He might really destroy it though. We need a revolution. Like things have gotten way too lopsided here. Like everybody's just fighting over the tiniest amounts of money, and we really need a revolution. That's the only way, man. I don't know what needs to happen for people to see that, but it has to happen. Like honestly, it's just crazy. People are just willing to take like scraps of scraps and kill each other over that. Kill each other over their tiny bits of clout and things like that. There's got to be more though than life to that. We all got to do better. We've allowed things to get this carried away for so long. So it's on all of us, really. It really is. I always wonder, like, what the breaking point will finally be. Like, what will be the point when enough people come together and they're just like, nah, enough of this. Like, enough of this oligarchy controlling everything in America. Enough of them not letting us live. You know, it's not right. We just allow it. We don't do anything about it. I know. I just wonder what the breaking point will finally be. I will say that this is a much better solo show than last week. I mean, it would be hard for it not to be better than last week, but you know what I mean. So, it is a better show. I'm thankful for that. It was, yeah. I have to get married. I tried to get Astro. No, Astro again. You hear the train horn? You probably could hear that. This is a much better show than last week. I'll say that. Like last week I was just so tired. So I'm still tired this week. I don't know what happened. Like I need a second win or something, but I'm trying, guys. That's the point. I'm trying, guys. I tried to get Astro, but she's just so booked, and then I'm just so cooked. Like she's so booked right now. She's all the way in another country. I know she's excited. I would be too. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Thank you to everybody for tuning in. I think I need a break at some point. I'm gonna need one, but I'm enjoying myself for now. I want to redo some episodes. Last week was definitely one I redo. It's just not fun. And then like, let's fuck right now. That's what I wrote. It doesn't really mean anything. It's just for fun. You write on all the bistros. So I tried to get. Thank you to everyone for coming in. I feel I had, man, I was full of resistance. Thank you to everybody that tuned in. Is continuing to tune in. Let's fuck right now. Let's fuck right now. That's where I'm going. I just wrote that. I don't know why, but let's fuck right now. We gotta follow the word. Did I even write it? Who knows? I wonder why it says fuck right there. The HR puffin stuff. The Kendrick writers are crazy. They think every single album is a classic, and that's delusional. I don't know, man. He's good. Don't get me wrong. He's even great. I don't think Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers is a classic. I also don't think Damn was a classic, but that's more. I won't argue too much with you about that, but I don't think it's a classic. I just think there are tracks on there that are not very good. Like God, I think is legitimately a bad song. And I know that's just one song, but I mean that album isn't super long, and there's a couple clunkers on there that I don't really like too much. Not that there's no artistic value or anything, but they're just not really my thing. Let's bust a few. Let's bust a few more Book of Gravs for old time's sake. That sounds fun. Yeah, I'm gonna bust out some Book of Gravs on you. Why not? It's been a while. Got some saved up. These are more recent too. I end rappers' careers on accident. I make weak rappers pack it in. Oh wait, and now let's read from the Book of Grav. I end rappers' careers on accident. I make weak rappers wanna pack it in. Never ever speak on Zach again. Every single punch will crack your chin. I end rappers' careers on accident. I make weak rappers pack it in. Never ever speak on Zach again. Every single punch will crack your chin. Hell, even a jab will split your abdomen. Bitch, your drab, just quit. Don't grab a pen. They act like the best, but that's really preteens. But that's really pretend. Smash the trends to every phony act chagrin. I'm still the best, I still kill the rest. Hoes and foes both know I will kill your chest. I will fill your chest. Oh Lord, with lethal shots, I will defeat you thoughts out the speaker box, turn weak MCs to spots. I'll beat you in every single facet. Like kings do, watch me bring new caskets. Follow foes get floored down in audio of disrespect. You know what, these hoes can't resist a check. Well, I'll check you for free, that's your eulogy. You will be buried looking up at a true MC. That's only cause that's the only way you'll ever get your flowers. Every time that beats shifts, I shift more powers. Oh. Rappers ain't shit. Y'all can get this for free. You don't deserve to be part of history. While your bars shrink, nine will still be growing. I kill those MCs with filthy flowing. Filthy self, hate thyself. Yes, there you go. Okay, and now let us read from the Book of Grav. Now these bitches calling Simps solutionary man. Nah, fuck that. I'm revolutionary man, changing the game. Evolutionary man. Follow me, baby, and you can share these plans. Simping ain't easy, gotta give up your dignity. We splitting arms, splitting like lickety. I make you regret your missus free, setting your missus free. I got no misses. I'm on that viciously. I'm on point viciously. Hitting switches, spitting swishes on bitches, please. You old rickety tricks won't ever get this cheese. Speaking no facts, yo, your whole act's folding. Go back to your manufactured past. The algorithm won't hand you the actor's class. All these girls look the same surgeries, the same fakeness, the same perjuries. But they only follow what they're urged to be by media constantly giving them the third degree. I get it, but it's really sad to see. I want to set all of the baddies free. Now these bitches common sense solutionary man. Nah, fuck that. I'm revolutionary man. Changing the game, evolutionary man. Follow me? Yeah, there you go. The second verse ripping, let's see. Everybody got an attention deficit, fighting for a piece of the pie or what's left of it. Social media makes so many envious. Plenty shoot their little shots, but plenty miss. It's sirenous. Love within there. Stop, plenty your little shots, but plenty miss. It's strenuous, living and crushing debt. I'm surprised. There you go. I believe there's more for you too. Young Z stay bricked up like Bob the Builder. If a bitch talks shit, I'll rob and kill her. Real G's, La Familia, y'all not familiar. This raw, uncut dope ain't got a filter. If they want the real hip hop, just send them this. Pure cinema is so venomous. I got game. I spit that crack cocaine. Well, y'all clogging the weak. That's funny. I got game. I spit that crack cocaine. Well, y'all clogging the whack flow lane. I wrecked you even when you racked your brain. I respect though. Kendrick brings people to new levels of fame. Okay, there we go. A little more bars. I'm sick of watching industry plans. I'm sick of waiting when it's freelance. Sick of writing when it's freelance. I'm sick of discrepancies. I'm sick of pancakes tasting better by Scorpios. Doesn't even make sense. What else we got in this book? I'm already legendary. I got motion. Y'all sedentary. Doing it by any means necessary. Sit back and watch my successes carry. I'll break you off, motherfucker. Take the loss. Talking that fake shit. Yeah, I'll break your jaw. Wasted high. I'm back for vendetta. Zengetta heckler. I'm a chin checker. My dick double decker. Dripping in nuclear. Chubby checker dancing on your muzzle. I don't know. A hip flexor. I got a leg up on competition. On a mission to carry on tradition. I got with the marathon, I carry on. If you need me, I'll always be there. Be strong. Went from Diddy to phenomenally. Flowing flawlessly on Bon Jovi. All right. That'll be good for that one. I'm just reading random excerpts. Fake is in shambles, taking no gambles, breaking old channels, forsaking old manners. The condition is critical, the ambition is minimal, but tradition is continual and vision's analytical. Why does it feel so destitute? How can never anyone have access to fruit? Okay. Another one in the works. Building. All right. Anyway, I guess that's good for now. Did some book of Grav. Now let's get to the KZRO Zportz. I only talk about this if there's something that I'm somewhat interested in. So I haven't been interested in MMA lately, honestly. It's been boring me. I don't know what it is. Like, I guess it's just like a generation gap of stars. Like, we saw Anderson Silva, George St. Pierre for so many years, John Jones. Now he's not that active anymore. We had Daniel Cormier. He's retired now. Yeah, yeah. Chuck Liddell. Chuck Liddell got beyond washed. You know, Chuck Liddell's chin fell off. Maybe the worst I've seen of anybody. Honestly, that was crazy. Just how like over time he had no punch resistance. The end of his career, he got like tapped on the chin and just would be sleeping. So it's pretty wild. I don't know, I'm just not that interested in it mentally anymore. I still go, but yeah. Um, I don't know. I feel like Connor was a fighter I enjoyed, but he's just kind of ruined his public image. It's just been kind of lame. So that's just how I felt. Wilder is cooked. Deontay Wilder is cooked. He got knocked out by Big Bang Zhang. He was supposed to win that fight. He really was. What? Yeah, it was a tough fight. But he got cooked. He was out in a minute. I don't know if he should fight anymore, honestly. I would say no. Like, you're done, man. Like, you lost your writer's privilege. So, yeah, it's been interesting. Wilder getting knocked out. The Dodgers are 38-23, but they're 5-5 in their last 10. So, the Cardinals still have their number, I guess. I don't know. I guess when they play, we'll see. Right? But it's not looking good right now. So yeah, I do want to thank you all for listening. It's been fun. Much love to you all. Not leaving yet, but wrapping this up. Oh yeah, it's been fun. Just learning, trying to get better. I feel like there's always so much more to do. You know, there's so many more rhymes to spew. See what else we got. I guess when all else fails, I can always go to this because I got so many rhymes. I want to end this. Well, actually, we probably got a couple we can do. Let's see. Dip into that. Y'all ultra lightweight. I'm ultra light. The dull bowl, you're right. Don't slap. I'm Dolomite. You bitches better have my money. Or be on the app for some act right, honey. You ultra lightweight. I'm ultra light. That's dull bowl, you're right. Don't slip. I'm Dolomite. Don't slap. I'm Dolomite. You bitches better have my money or be on the app for some act right, honey. Ain't spending no more time under fools. I fight crime with crime, run the jewels, wonderful. 16Z coming through, humping you and slumping you and dumping you. Yo, get up and go. I'm a soul splitter. Got your whole soul lit up. Fucking with a cold spitter. Spitter. You couldn't have me with you after my funeral. Hang with me after my funeral. What I spit is unusual, but beautiful. You, you should know. I aim for the heart of rap. I reclaim the art Oh man, getting hard to read. I reclaim the art though. Okay, what we got here? Did I drop this? What's this one? If if you the goat, must be Baphomet. And got enough balls for half a set. You passive aggressive pussy bitches. Your writing team shots a rookie misses. Mrs. Aubrey making a mockery. Rap girls written bars so awkwardly. You're a joke. You never be on this ghost shit. Rap like a 2-year-old Adonis wrote it. And Pusha T is real godfather or grandpa. He sons you. Do not buy the dog water. Your booty hole. My Super Bowl is your funeral. Slap you so hard, paint flies off your cuticles. That's what I do to hoes. It's so beautiful. I know scope heads shot and red dotting. Looking like chicken pox, you'll be dead plotting. Your flow's palm, mine PS5 FPS. These heaters are trouble your zesty flesh. Canadian bacon, fake goat, roasted. You ain't got the goat. Your throat's goated. Sucking off every trend for drops of clout. Ghost written bars dribble out your sloppy mouth. Stop it. For all your dogs catch matching fades. My verse animal cross control catching strays. I got a lot of bars that I've aimed in that direction. Sensitive bitch. Your notepads are maxi pads. With all them writers, how can your tracks be bad? You parasite. I see your lips smack these fags. You careless biter. You're the worst act we had. Your factory ass fabricated flows. Off top of my head, decapitated those. Exposed. Nothing was the same. We lost respect. I'll stay dissing even if it costs a check. Men lie, women lie, and numbers lie. Fake followers, fake streams, lies under lies. Oh man, how y'all feeling tonight? Bigg Zero going hard. What else we got? Should I unload a couple more? All right. Six freak pipe down. You always been a bitch, please. Pusher got you wiped down. Kendrick got you wiped down. Quentin got you wiped down. Your label got you bent over, getting piped down. Bitch made. Only heart you got shaved into your head. I laughed when the industry left you for dead. You like a NASCAR turn. You never right. Oh man. P Drizzy just opened his mouth. He's gonna suck on some glizzy right now. Yeah, Aubrey just opened his mouth. You know them ghost written flows coming out. Oh man. Yeah. So I just been doing that. Maybe it'll come out, maybe it won't. If y'all made it this deep into the episode, you deserve the sneak peeks at what I've been working on, you know. But yeah, it's been nice. Yeah, that actually got me some energy. That woke me up right there. All them bars. All them bars. You feel me? But I appreciate everybody listening. I appreciate everything. For real. I appreciate Jassy coming on. I mess with her, you know. I guess technically she made a little cameo appearance. She's just too fun to mess with. Or it's just fun to mess with people you care about, you know. That's what I've always done. So it's like terms of endearment, you know. But I hope your week is great. I hope you had a great weekend. You know, actually, this cutie at the gym started talking to me. That was surprising. We've had some exchanges, so I was a little surprised. But you just never know. She's cute though, so I don't think anything will come of that. But there have been a lot of women that have been reaching out this week, like women from my past and stuff. It's wild. Like I don't know if I believe in any of the Zodiac song, but the Zodiac stuff. But someone let me know. Somebody out there let me know. Like, is there some type of new moon or something? Is the Mercury in Gatorade again? I don't know. But much peace, much love. I'll be back next week, motherfuckers. Bigg Zero.